Hello everyone, welcome and thank you for joining me today on my short demonstration on how to make a fresh green salad with your own homemade salad dressing, otherwise known as a vinaigrette in French. To do so today, we're using some of my favorite ingredients, minced shallots that I've already treated, and I'll show you in a minute how to do that, but for the sake of time, I've done them already. I'm going to add a pinch of salt. You always want to add a little bit of salt at this point in your dressing. Today I'm using lemon juice, which is one of my favorite acids for a salad dressing. And I'm just going to pour some over my shallots that have the salt, and then I'm going to stir it around, and the idea here is to dissolve the salt in the lemon juice. Now you could use any of your favorite vinegars, red wine, balsamic, white wine, cider vinegar, sherry vinegar. You have many choices. Lime juice would also be good. But today I've chosen, as I said, fresh lemon juice. Now I'm going to let that sit. And what's going to happen is that the flavor of the shallots is going to be dispersed in the acid. Again, today's lemon juice. How did I work with the shallots in advance? This is what I will show you. So these are minced fresh shallots, and I took a clean, dry dish towel, and I put an amount, teaspoon or so, of shallots in the corner of the dish towel, wrap them up, and then I squeeze them until liquid from the shallots comes out. I don't know how well you can see this, but it's getting damp and my fingers are getting damp, and I'm actually squeezing juice. I can see juice in the corner of my towel. So I do that, and that's going to take the excess, more strong, acidic bitterness out of the shallots. Then I took the corner of the towel with the shallots squeezed in it, and I went over and I rinsed it under the sink, and then I added them to my container that I'm going to build the salad dressing in. That's a great little technique for softening. I call it softening the flavor of the shallots. So the shallots, again, are sitting here. The next ingredient that we're going to use for our dressing is Dijon mustard. Again, it's just something I happen to like, and this will also help emulsify your dressing, keep it together. It's still going to separate, but having the mustard in it, which is a bit of a starch, will help emulsify it. So I'm going to add a couple drops of the Dijon mustard and then whisk it in. And for the sake of time, I'm going to proceed with the dressing, but usually I would do this when I'm making dinner early in my prep process and let it sit for 10 or 15 minutes or so to develop the flavors. But for us today, we're going to start building our dressing now, and I'm using extra virgin olive oil. You want to taste your olive oil and learn what type you like. If you like a peppery one, a green one, a more mild one, but really to your taste. And then how much oil do you add? For a typical middle of the road salad dressing for greens, and these are, you know, fresh sweet greens, it's 1/3 of your acid, your vinegar or lemon juice, and 2/3 olive oil. And instead of measuring it, I usually just eyeball it because I make varying amounts. And I also make extra dressing so that I'll have some again for tomorrow and maybe the next day. And then I whisk again. And you can see it's getting well mixed. And here I have my fresh greens. You can't smell it. It smells delicious. The olive oil is so good. And I just pour a little bit over the salad. Then I'm going to toss it. And we've already salted the dressing, right, a little bit, so we don't need to put any salt over the greens. And we just toss well. Then I have some freshly cracked pepper that I've done in advance. Put it out. Oh, it really does smell good. Now, one of my pet peeves is I don't like too much dressing on my salad. So be cautious, and then you can always add more. But if it's too wet, you're just gonna have to add more greens. There's no way around it. Then I have some freshly cracked pepper that I've done in my spice grinder. I sprinkle some of that over the top. And then today I have some chopped fresh dill, and I'm gonna add that to my salad as garnish, and it will of course add a lovely flavor. And that's our fresh tossed salad for today. Hope you've enjoyed our short segment, and I look forward to seeing you in cooking classes in the future. Thanks so much.